think it looks great. What are the balls on top?
Dark chocolate ganache rolled in toasted hazelnuts. Hope you enjoy it.
I actually never eat sponge cake with chocolate.
There's only 10 of us left now, and one little mistake, you'll go home. And so that's why it's really important to get everything right, presentation and flavour. It's a hazelnut, Nutella and chocolate sponge cake.
I love the topping on it. I think it looks great. What are the balls on top?
Dark chocolate ganache rolled in toasted hazelnuts. Hope you enjoy it.
I actually never eat sponge cake with chocolate. It is a bit heavy, but I really liked it.
I love the flavour of the Nutella through there. It's rich, it's sweet.
Your sponge isn't the lightest, but you very sensibly cut it up into several layers so that it's nice and wet all the way through. You actually stuck to a very tried and true traditional flavour combination, which I think's worked really nicely for you. Well done, Ella.
Take it with me.
No.
Today I'm happy with my cake. I think I've done enough not to go home.
Going into the tasting, I'm hoping to God that they like the flavour of everything, and I hope that the sponge isn't as dense as it looked.
It's a raspberry jelly and lime curd passion fruit flavoured sponge.
Now, you had that issue at the start where you had the passion fruit put inside your sponge, and the big question was it going to affect the sponge?
It did.
But let's cut it and see what it's like inside. What do you think, Natalie?
The cake's a little bit dense. I mean, I like the praline on the top, but yeah, it was a bit dense, probably even the base compared to the top.
I don't see that the passion fruit powder would have actually made that as dense. I think it's your folding. And when I was looking out there, you had the lowest cake of all.
Yeah.
It was the most frisbee-like, you know? For me, it's not a great cake.
Not a great effort today.
I know, I'm really annoyed at myself. Thank you.
I feel pretty disappointed in myself, really, because it was a challenge that I could have rose to. I bake all the time, so...
A little bit nervous about the tasting. I know the issues the cake's got. Just hope they don't notice them.
Pretty in pink.
It's a sponge with a chocolate mousse centre, raspberry cream on the outside. On top, raspberry, Pinot Noir and black pepper jelly.
It does look really nice and luscious. Rough. Rough as guts, I think. It's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
It's a bad sponge. Both creams are split. There's not enough sugar in anything on here, bar the jelly. And for me, the jelly's the best part about it.
It wasn't pleasant to eat at all. It is a bit tart as well. You know, a bit more sugar in the raspberry would have been great.
You're in the doo-doos big time right now, and I'd be really hoping there's a cake that's worse than this out there.
I got exactly what I expected. Right here, right now, I'll be down at the bottom. I'm not in a great state. Pretty annoyed, pretty disappointed if I go home.
Walking into the tasting, I was happy about my cake. And it all comes down to flavour, and I've been reminded about that every time.
It's a 3-layered sponge cake, and it's got strawberry and raspberry, a scented chantilly cream, and some boysenberries and blackberries.
It's a little bit crooked, and we'll see what it tastes like.
I think the meringue that you put on the top there is split to all hell. The whole berry aspect of it is actually really nice. What it would benefit from, for me, is just a nice amount of cream.
It needed some booze, it needed some liquid, it needed some love. I don't think there was much love in this cake. You might have put some hearts over the top, mate, but it wasn't enough.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
I'm really gutted to hear those comments from Simon, because I put love into every dish that I make in this competition.
I think my cake looks really pretty. I'm just feeling if it was a lighter, fluffier sponge, then I would be over the moon. A tangy tropical sponge with pureed mango, whipped butter, passion fruit icing, caramel lace and crumbled dried lychee.
I think the top looks fantastic.
The the cake itself, well, there's sort of a denseness there. That's almost doughy.
When you've got this great big dense cake like this, you've got 2 big slabs of it. 4 layers would have been so much better, so that you basically wet the whole thing.
Yes.
This is just about, you know, you have to sort of chaw your way through it.
Everything you've given us in this competition has just been amazing. And, you know, when I first looked at the top of that cake, I thought, here we go again. It's not here we go again today. You're human.
I'm human, indeed.
Yeah. You've had a bad day today.
Yeah, not my best day.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks very much. It's not the best feeling to have some criticism. It is good to be told what you could do better, though. I am human. I'm not some cooking monster.